Hey everybody, hi lovelies. It's me, Tiffany, and I'm back. And today we're going to talk about the final part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 reunion. So I've already gone over the other two parts. This is my last part for the season for the Housewives of Atlanta. So we start off with them opening up Bolo Court. I'm so over this storyline. Like, seriously. It's so exhausting knowing that it's grown women that are, you know, if they, whatever a grown woman that's single wants to do, even if she's not single, whatever they want to do is their own personal business, in my opinion. So I'm just kind of over it. So, I was so annoyed when I was watching it and Kenya was like grilling all the ladies by the pool. The day after like Bolo had left. Just so you know, I've already primed my face. So that's why I'm not doing any prep right now because I've already done that. That's why we're just gonna dive right in. Anyways, so my eyes had rolled so much during that episode. I thought that my eyes were gonna just roll right on out of my head and just leave, just roll away. Because it was just exhausting seeing her grilling all these ladies that, you know, probably just were thinking that it was a good time the night before, but Kenya just needs a hobby. Get a hobby, Kenya. By the way, if you're a big Kenya Moore fan, I'm sorry, because you're gonna probably not even like this video. You probably won't even want to watch it. I'm probably not gonna say very many pleasant things about her. Yeah, I know that probably that's like all in the job description is to be the villain of the show, and you do a good job, Kenya. You do a good job. Because you really annoyed me with this. And probably everybody else when you just did not leave it alone. So anyways, when they are done showing, you know, all the clips or whatever from that, Andy asks the housewives, like basically about the covered cameras, like, what their thoughts were on it and their feelings and what they basically their expectations were, you know, with covering the cameras. And I thought that Portia gave a good answer. Like, their day of filming was done. You know, I don't want to say their job was done, but I guess their job day, let's say, was done. I mean, yeah, they might be on a cash trip that's gonna last for, you know, a few days, but at the end of the day, you know, like the night was done with filming, so why can't they have that privacy? I mean, it was a party, and you know, those ladies were having we all saw how good of a time they were having. But anyways, so I just thought that, like, even though we know it's still a TV show and everything, like, I also understood where she was coming, was like, okay, this was our off time during this moment. So yeah, we were gonna have fun, and like there was things that we were limited to on camera, so we wanted to have fun without the camera. I get it, you know. Anyhow, but yeah, Kenya just couldn't let go of the fact that, you know, they were on camera. They were, you know, working, in her opinion. It was a work trip. So, which again, kind of brings me to the fact that she brought Brooklyn with her, which I know, like, I mean, I'm in a Housewives discussion Facebook group, and there was a discussion about how she brought, you know, Brooklyn, but yet, you know, she had said that she doesn't have a village. I just want to throw out there that even though Kenya has her daughter all the time, so she's like basically a single parent all the time, can we just also admit that she has a lot more resources than what you or I do? You know, like most single parents, which I'm not a single parent, but most single parents don't have the kind of resources that she does. You know, where she can really look into people's backgrounds and all that. Like, I'm still just feeling that she brought Brooklyn just for an excuse, victim playing. I don't know. I think that it was inappropriate to bring her daughter with her on a girls' trip. I mean, I don't know. I guess that could be everybody's different opinion on it. I'm not going to sit here and condemn her or make my like harsh judgments, but I guess I just have my own feelings of it. Anyways, you know, so Kenya feels like it was a work trip, so they should not have done with Bolo what they did, but I feel, who cares? It's grown women. They're consenting adults. Who cares? Let's see. Candy, she like kind of let, kept quiet about it the next day because, you know, everybody was like grilling her because she was mistress. So, and she brought Bolo as the entertainment. So everybody was like, oh yeah, Candy knows, you know, basically what was going on. But Candy, she's my kind of girl. She just kind of keeps it low key. Like, she's not going to sit here and make a big deal about what somebody else is doing. Like, it's not her business. And even if she does know, like, I just feel like she's not the type to out somebody on that or shame them. But to me, Kenya she just could not let it go. Of course. And I feel like, you know, like it was with Kenya grilling all those women, like I just feel like it was up to them and their business. Like, if you want to share what you did or what you didn't do, if you want to talk about your business, I feel like that's your prerogative. If you don't want to talk about it, that is also your prerogative. Like, not everybody has to discuss their own business. And I felt like her just like grilling everybody and like maybe trying to make some of them feel shameful for like what they decided to do with this man. Maybe Kenya was just upset because he wasn't paying her any attention. I hate to say it, but I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get why she was so bothered by it. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. I mean, I'm not even, I'm not part of the Atlantic Housewives, but I sure did hear all of them talk about how bothered she was by the whole Bolo situation. So, I'm just saying. And then Kenya like goes on to say that she didn't because it was asked like if she felt like she exploited the other ladies. And basically she said that with them all being on a television show, like, that it was basically okay for her to exploit them. Like, you shouldn't have done that if you didn't want people to basically tell out your business, which I don't think is cool. Like, I don't know. I don't agree with that. Whether you're on a TV show or not, like, I feel like you shouldn't do that to your castmates or to your friends or to anybody that you go on a trip with, like, especially in that context. Like, I guess maybe it's just me that, like, you do you and I'm gonna do me. Whatever you want to do is on you, and I don't care to sit here and have to bring it up the next day and talk about it or ask you about it. Like, if you want to talk about it, you can. If you don't, that's fine too. I don't really get too pressed about things like that. But Kenya, she wanted to basically probably just make good TV. by wanting to out them. I mean, girl, make your baby a bottle and bring it back to her and not sit here and be listening in on some other people, you little freak. Let's just be real. Like, even if that was the case, like, this says more about Kenya listening in on some other people while her baby's waiting to have something, you know, some milk or whatever the case was. Like, girl, just do your business and go on. You don't gotta sit here and be listening in, you little weirdo. Okay. I mean, even though Candy was like on the spot the whole time because everybody would just not leave her alone the next day about, oh, mistress, you know what happened, da 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 da. Even though like Candy, whether she did or not, like she just kind of kept it to herself, and I love Candy for that. Because like even though they were just on her like white on rice, she did not fold. She was like, you know, like, I'm not gonna shame somebody or tell out somebody else's, you know, somebody's business or whatever. Like, you go, Candy. Okay. Gotta take a breath. I'm talking so fast, guys. I've realized in my other videos, I have not even like done how I normally would do my makeup. I think I'm just too focused on other things. I'm starting to get more comfortable with this, guys. I'm starting to, little by little. Well, every little video at a time, right? Oh, and if you ever want to know the products I'm using, I do have them down listed below. You know, I've never let anybody know that. Silly me. But yes, it's always down in the description box, like what I'm putting on and what makeup I'm using. Okay, so anyhow, back to Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so yeah, I like that. Even though if Candy knew like what went down, like she wasn't gonna say nothing, like because she knew it wasn't for her to say. Like, it's not her business. And again, Candy's not that kind of person. Like, I can just tell that she would rather have somebody else tell out somebody's business than for her to be the one to say it. I've noticed that about her. That's okay. Still love Candy girl. All right. And then, so Marlo brought up how the whole dungeon theme is because of Portia and her lies, which is true. I mean, go Candy for like marketing and stuff off of it. The way that she has, but at the end of the day, Portia did, her and Phaedra, they started the lies at the dungeon back a few seasons ago. And I again, you go Candy for finding ways to profit off of that, because you could tell that she was pretty broken and heartbroken about it when that like happened. Because I really thought that she felt that her and Portia's friendship was just like better than that. So Portia, you know, she sort of walk in the room, which I mean, I did laugh about her walking the room saying that everything is always like focus, like everything's her. Everything's Portia, Portia, Portia. So I had to laugh at her walking the room. Although, girl, in this situation, you know that you were the one that definitely brought on the whole dungeon thing. And then Andy, Andy made me laugh though. He goes, have a seat, Hourglass. Telling Portia that take a seat. You gotta give it to Portia though. I mean, she does have a nice figure. Her hourglass shape. I don't know. I think Portia's beautiful. Like short hair, long hair, blonde hair, red hair. I think that she just looks great. And oh, fun fact, her daughter PJ is either like, she was like born like, within a week after my youngest in March. Yeah. Because I remember being pregnant with my third. And she was pregnant with PJ and I, because she wasn't like telling people when, I guess it wasn't like out there. I guess I feel when she was like due. But I could tell. I was like, man, this girl is due right about when I am. And I thought that was pretty cool that we had like kids that are like within a week apart. Anyways, but then they like show Candy just sitting there, and I really like, I could feel her hurt, because again, like, I really felt that Portia was like a good friend to Candy. But that's right. I was about to say, I don't know what happened between her and Phaedra. Yes, I do. The stuff with Todd and Phaedra's, that fitness tape or whatever that Todd was supposed to produce. He did produce. I don't know. I just remember that Phaedra had owed Todd some money for it, and it was like getting asked about, I don't know, like a couple of grand or something. So that's what it was. That's what came between Candy and Phaedra, because they were really good friends. Gosh, I enjoyed watching those two together, and I was really sad that, you know, their friendship ended. But anyways, so if you have watched The Housewives of Atlanta, then sorry, but you're gonna be sitting through me just running this down really quick. Which they already showed clips. If you haven't watched previous seasons and you just only have seen this season, then you saw other clips to kind of see what happened with it. But yeah, it was awful when it happened. I couldn't believe that. And I still don't know like what to make of it with Portia, because I feel like she just did Candy so dirty in that. And it's just my feelings on that. But you could still see how hurt Candy was, because, you know, she thought that her and Portia were better than that. Heck, Candy produced a song, which Candy probably gotta stop doing that for so many people that just do you dirty, girl. Ooh, this one's a little bit more vibrant than the other one. Oh no. Oh no. Trying to do a sunset eye look. We're gonna have to find a way to balance this out. Look at that. You see how much darker that one is than this one? Oh, darn it. Don't you hate when that happens? Okay. So yeah, I could see Candy's hurt, and I think anybody watching it could. And I really hope that Portia sees how much she has hurt this girl by these false accusations. Even though Candy's profited. I know. Okay. So then they go about, like, Portia and Kenya are just kind of going at it. And Portia says something about how Kenya faked her marriage. Can we, like, pause for just one moment and, like, talk about the odd way how Kenya has always wanted to get married, but then went and secretly got married to Mark? And I don't know, it was just all so weird. I mean, I think that there were multiple people thinking that maybe it was a fake marriage. But what's weird is that, like, even the times that they have been married, well, I guess that she did leave the show, but I was gonna say, like, we really never even saw Mark. I mean, yeah, he's barely even been on. But, so, yeah, what's your thought on Mark and Kenya's marriage? Because, I don't know what to make of that one. Other than she really found, like, her match in him. Because what she has always dished out to other people, he gives to her right back. It's crazy to see how like quiet and meek she gets around him. It's just not a Kenya that we as a viewers are typically used to seeing, especially last year at that bowling event when he was there and she was I don't know, her demeanor was just so weird there. And I don't know what's made their marriage. It's just, I just think that she met her match with him, and I just hope that for the sake of their daughter that they don't do anything that you can't, you know, go back on. Gotta take that into consideration when you're being dirty to somebody. You got a child together, you gotta remember that child should be old enough to figure out what's going on. Make sure that you're making the right choices. Something that your kids will be proud of. Just saying. But yeah, I just feel like Kenya needs to let go of like, cause she keeps on like reiterating about like Portia and Bolo. Like, girl, let it go. Let it go. Be like Elsa, girl, and let that go. Let it go. Who cares what Portia did with that man? Who cares? He wasn't your man. It wasn't like, you know, she like took him from you or from your friend, or like, who cares what she did? It's nobody's business but hers and him. But just, who cares if they did the nasty? Who cares what they did? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares, Kenya? Let it go. Anyways, this sunset eye is fun. I don't even have a tan, but I am feeling it. Love it. And so then like Andy basically brings up to Kenya, like, don't you kind of feel like you're like slut shaming these ladies for like choices that they made at a bachelorette party? And of course, Kenya doesn't feel like that's slut shaming. It is. It is, Kenya. You've come for every lady on this show, and you've just been so dirty about it. You know, and like even this, and for this season, for her to like go for like that, I don't know. I just think that it's wrong. Does every woman do that or what? Like when you're doing your under eye or something, just woman, man, who's ever, if you're doing makeup, do you do that? I say, I need to stop saying woman so much when it comes to makeup, because there are so many men that I follow that do such incredible work on themselves. I mean, I've always known that there's a lot of great male makeup artists, but to actually like see them do their whole face, like, oh my gosh, I get so mesmerized. Okay, so to be truthful, I think that Kenya is jealous of Portia. Now hear me out. I'm gonna explain why I feel like she's jealous of Portia. It's because of like just Portia, like her like who she is, how she carries herself, her confidence level, her whole just overall attitude of life. I feel is so different from Kenya's. And I feel like Kenya maybe, I mean, even looking back at like the flashbacks of those two, and like when they first met each other and they first came on The Housewives and everything, like I just feel like there was just something that Kenya has always had against Portia. And I don't know what it is. I mean, that's the only thing I can think. I mean, I don't think it's about looks. I think it's more of like maybe the things that Portia has that Kenya does not. You know, maybe opportunities or, like I said, just the way that Portia carries herself in general. I don't know. Makes me wonder if Kenya just maybe has something against Portia because of how much she just comes at her all the time. I guess that people could flip that on me and be like, well, you know, Portia comes for Kenya too, which wouldn't be wrong because she does. I mean, I'm not saying that Portia's innocent. I just feel like Kenya has just something against Portia. Okay. And I also tend to think that Kenya likes to play the victim card, like, oh, you know, you hurt my feelings, or, you know, you did this, or I don't know. I just feel like she's the type that whatever she does is okay, and you need to be accepting. And I'm pretty sure I probably have said this in my other video before, so if I'm just regurgitating what you've already heard me say, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just think that she is the type that whatever she does is fine, and you need to accept it. But if you do the same thing, it's not okay. That's just my perception of her. I think that she likes to play victim pretty often. So Andy tries to get through to Kenya about like the whole Portia and Bolo thing, and even he can't get through to her why it was just like basically, frankly, none of her business what went down. So I think at this point it's like, okay, Kenya's probably just like lost cause on that one. But you know, at least Andy tried. You tried, Andy. You tried. I don't know. I just feel like if Portia's single and he's single, and if they, you know, wanted to do whatever they wanted to do together, who cares? Let them do it. There wasn't anything for Kenya to worry about, but clearly she was. Oh, this was so fun to do, guys. I'm gonna have to definitely do this again. Look at that. So fun. Okay. And then obviously Candy like goes on to say that like this is kind of a sensitive thing for her, which I get why it's sensitive, because like I said, you know, like for one, I don't think this I didn't say this, but I don't think that she can completely let go of that situation with Portia, just because Portia really hurt her feelings by doing that. So, like, she really was, you know, thought that, you know, her and Portia had a really good friendship, and I think that she just really felt betrayed, you know. Mascara time. This is like my favorite part of my makeup. Doing my mascara. So I can completely see that, you know, considering when they first began to be friends like 4 years ago, like Candy, she's always accepting of everybody in the group, you know, so she was very nice to Portia because, you know, Portia, she didn't always get along with all the ladies, but, you know, because she's had her moments. We all know. We've seen, if you've been watching for long enough and you've seen Portia, you know that she's had her ups and downs and highs and lows on the Housewives. So I get why Candy felt so hurt by that. I mean, for one, we can see that, you know, Portia is into, like, after having a few drinks, maybe flirting with other women or whatever the case. Maybe, and I don't know what transpired between her and Candy because it either happened off camera during a season or it happened actually between the seasons. So we never got to see what happened, but I mean, I heard enough whichever season it was. It's been a while. But I heard enough about what transpired that I don't feel like Candy did anything wrong. And for Portia to come at her the way that she did, I can get it. Why Candy maybe isn't gonna sit here and be super forgiving and accepting of her, like, and why it's taken her so long. And I know that over this season, like, she really came around to Portia, but I think that took a lot out of her. And then now this reunion, and then everybody talking again about those rumors that were spread all those years ago, I don't think it's gonna help the situation. I don't think Candy will ever probably get past it. And I think that her basically her middle finger to the whole situation was profiting off of it and making her dungeon shows and just selling more and more bedroom candy and everything. Like, to me, that was what, how Candy decided to get back at the situation. But I probably wouldn't get over it either if somebody made those accusations. And I like that she used LaToya and Candy as the analogy for why, like, what went down, like, you know, with everything. How she said, you looked at LaToya and was like, okay, so basically, like, what if you and Portia, you know, we saw that you guys, like, made out or whatever. And then a couple years later, you know, let's say during that time she was coming on to you or whatever, but then a couple years later it's going to come out that you basically, like, tried to rape her or tried to take advantage of her or whatever. Like, how would you feel if all of a sudden, like, your character was under attack? And, you know, because Portia even tried to come for, you know, Candy's marriage with Todd, saying that Candy had a secret marriage or secret relationship with a woman for like 7 years, and I don't know, just all that mess. So anyways, I can see why Candy's still her, and I'm just glad that she used that analogy, so then people, like, on the show that maybe don't understand, or viewers that watch don't understand why she holds on to it the way she does. I get it. And like I said, I don't think that she'll ever be able to overlook that. I don't think... My mascara messed it up a little bit. Oh, we'll fix it. It's not a big deal. Okay. And, like, you know, things are probably... They're just not all the way healed. And for Portia, I just feel like she needs to be thankful that she got to keep her peach after all that. You know, like, I just feel like at that point, like, girl, you were wrong. And you need to just say that you were wrong with it. And be thankful that you still got to keep your job after those accusations. I mean, she's got to keep her job through a lot of situations, so. Okay. Let's see. What's the next thing? Ooh, okay, so the next thing that they talk about was the leaked story to, I think, was it page 6? All I know is that it wasn't TMZ or B. Scott because, you know, Kenya said if it was one of those two, then maybe it would have been her. Girl, I still think that you had something to do with it. I think it was either her or Marlo. Just by how the looks were at the reunion, like the facial expressions that I got. And come on, Kenya, you were the most pressed by it. We all know. You were so pressed by the situation. Okay. And then I feel like Marlo, like, made up with Kenya and then just inserted herself into, like, the stuff between Kenya and Portia, because there's always gonna be something between Kenya and Portia, clearly. Today I'm gonna try to contour on screen. I did it yesterday, off screen, off camera, for the first time. Because as I've said many times before, I have never contoured my face. but I want to try. So, anyways, okay. But yeah, that's what I was talking about, was Portia and Marlo. I felt like Marlo just kind of inserted herself into like she made up with Kenya. Then she had to go and make the "it wasn't me" or whatever, like Instagram, was it live or just in her story? Whichever it was. She went on Instagram. Let's just say that. She went on Instagram to like say that it wasn't her with Bolo, because she said that she was just like being asked about that situation or whatever. So she just wanted to clarify it, which, whatever, Marlo. I just feel like that was her way of trying to get in better with Kenya, because her and Kenya were cool again. And Kenya, that's how she stays on the show. It's because she's the villain, so you gotta do dirty stuff. Sorry, can you guys tell I'm really not a Kenya fan? I'm just not. I just feel like it gets tiresome with her stuff. Like, the girl is, I don't know, probably like 10 years older than me, if not a little more. And I get tired of her shenanigans. Like, I can't even imagine somebody older than me or on the show that's like in her age group just thinking like, girl, can you stop with this? Like, we are not in high school or middle school anymore. Seriously. But yeah, so I felt like Marlo just had to insert herself with Portia and Kenya, and kind of teamed up with Kenya to attack Portia for whatever reason. Like, I don't know what the purpose would be to sit here and be that upset over a girl that, like, who cares if she hooked up with a stripper? I don't know. Anyway, so I think that Marlo may have been the one to leak out the story, but that's my feeling. I want to know your thoughts. You tell me if you think that Marlo, or who, shouldn't say Marlo, but who you think was the one that leaked it. I want to hear your thoughts. Give me a comment. I haven't gotten any comments on any of my videos. I would love to read a comment. Maybe. I don't know. Should I say that? That might not. Maybe it's a comment I won't want to read. Anyways, but yeah, tell me what you think. If you think that Marlo kind of inserted her. Here I go. I'm going to contour. Wish me luck. If you think that Barlow inserted herself into Portia and Kenya's beef. I want to hear what you think. I think she did, but you know, I could be wrong. I could just feel that way because Kenya drives me crazy, and Marlo used to. Like, I don't know. I have my times when I don't really mind Marlo, but then I have my other like seasons where I'm like, girl, I'm done with you. Like when she was going after Eva. I don't even remember what trip that was. Were they? Don't remember. But, anyways, I don't know. I just feel like Marlo was sometimes not that bad, and other times I'm like, ugh. Okay, this is fun. Okay, so, what do we think about Tanya? How, she decided, like, not to film, basically, after that whole Bolo thing. Do you think that it was just because... That is so uneven. I don't know. That's funny. Can you tell I'm new to this? Maybe we can blend it out and make it not look so bad, huh? Okay. So So anyways, so now we're gonna go on to like the Pastor Lot and LaToya and Drew situation, which I don't know, LaToya and Drew, it seemed like they had their moments when it was like they were really good friends in the season, and then there was like those moments where it was like, no. Like you just, I don't know, there was times where I just did not know what to think, honey. And then the whole Pastor Lot situation, I didn't know what to think of that either, because it's like, I guess I understand where Drew's coming from, where it's like, oh, you know, this has to do with my daughter, and I kind of felt like the situation that with like Toya and him like was gonna get in the way of her daughter's stay or whatever. I don't know, whatever it was. I don't know. I just wonder what you guys think though about the whole the pastor, the Prophet Lot situation. Like, do you think that him and Toya were more than just friends? Do you think that Drew was just taking everything out of proportion and just should have left it alone? I want to know what you think. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Leave me some comments. Okay. I don't know what to make of this, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Let me know if I'm not doing it right. Let me know if I'm not doing this contouring thing right. You know? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. So, anyways, I feel like Drew was like being honest and taking a moment to just like share her feelings like about the whole Toya and Prophet Lot situation. And I don't know, like I felt if she needed that moment of prayer beforehand, like so be it. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know still what to like completely make of it, because I don't know what to make of the whole Toya and Prophet Lot situation in the first place. Like, anyway, so then, you know, there was like the cassette tapes or whatever that was used as the proof that he was like doing whatever with LaToya, which, I mean, the tapes really didn't help, but you know, whatever. Anyways, so I thought it was funny though that they were like laughing about cassette tapes, because I mean, I don't even think I've used a cassette tape since like 1998. I don't know. It's been a while. Well, that was when they were probably like last really popular. I mean, CDs took off, guys. Anyways, but I had to laugh about that and how he said, if you're going to be a housewife, you're going to need better receipts. It's true though. If you're going to be, especially like Atlanta housewife, you got to have those receipts. They're the ones that like started it all with the receipt having. Pretty sure they are. Okay. On to the blush. And then the wig for the gift exchange I thought was pretty ridiculous. Like, I don't know why Drew would have even done that. Like, girl, you should have known. These are not the people to do that with. Like, no. Please don't. Just don't. And then they go and they flash back the Kenya versus Portia. Yeah. Gosh, it was so funny seeing the ashes. Bye, Ashy. Bye. But yeah, these girls have been beefing for a long time. Like, you know, I really thought that when they had their daughters, and last season we got to see, like, we saw Portia go into Kenya's daughter's I don't know if it, I can't remember. I don't think it was her birthday party. I think it was like, I don't know, it was something for her daughter. But anyways, I thought that then they were gonna be getting everything. Sorry if you can hear my baby crying. He's upset about something. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I know that daddy's got it because my husband, he holds it down out there for me. He's a great husband. His brother's single, so you know, if you're looking, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I thought that they moved on like after everything with when they had their babies and, you know, thought that they were moving on then, but I guess Kenya was still upset about the comments that Portia and like Candy made about Mark and her relationship, which, honey, again, this is karma coming back at you, Kenya. For years now, you have come after these ladies for their husbands, for their marriages, for like their parenting, like all this stuff. Like you've had things to say so much. Did you really expect for them not to have an opinion about like your situation too? Just like you've had an opinion about all of theirs? I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyways, I don't know. I just think that that's silly for her to get upset about when she has, I mean, dogged these ladies. And I know even if you're a Kenya fan, you can at least admit that she has come for them. So, I mean, I just feel like it was kind of her time, wasn't it? In a way. Ooh. Soften that up. Ooh, that highlighter is high. Oof. Look at that. Wow. But anyways, so, you know, I just figure, I feel like Kenya, you know, you kind of had it coming for you when you came for everybody else's, you know, marriage and relationship and everything else. So I feel like, of course, they were going to have their opinion on Mark as well, and how their situation with, like, the dynamic for Kenya and her relationship with Mark. I feel like it was, I don't know, just an odd situation, because I would think that she wouldn't be with a man like him, but yet she was. And I don't know, I just don't think that they are like match made in heaven for each other in some ways, but also like he was so cringy with how he treated her while he was on camera. I mean, just super cringe. So, I mean, I just feel like everybody was going to have their opinion about that last year. So, yeah, I'm sorry, girl, but you can't cry when other people have their opinions about your relationship, your marriage, when you've had so much to say about everybody else's for years. For years. Lips are like my favorite and least favorite part to do. For one, I hate the shape of my lips. And for two, sometimes I don't get the right color to match. Like I don't sometimes think that all the way through. Okay. Anyways, though, so I just feel like with Kenya, like you said earlier, girl, y'all are on a reality TV show. So they were gonna have their opinion about Mark when he came on. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. What goes around comes around, girl. Just saying. Anyways. My end thoughts are I don't foresee Portia and Kenya making up and being friends. Don't see that happening. Toya and Drew, I don't know. I don't know if they will end up actually patching everything up and being friends again. So we'll see next season if they're both on. I like Drew as an addition to the Housewives. Let me know what you think. I mean, I liked having her on. Yeah, Kenya and Portia, I don't think that we're gonna start next season with them being friends. I'm kind of excited to see who's gonna come back and who isn't. I hope that Portia comes back again because I do like watching Portia. She's entertaining, in my opinion. And I could go without LaToya. I don't know, because, you know, she's first season, and sometimes they get better in their second. I don't know. But let me know what you thought of the reunion, who you want to see stay, who you want to see go, who you maybe want to see come back, and leave me some comments. I hope that you enjoyed my video today. I enjoyed doing this eye look. I'm gonna have to do this again in the summertime when I have a tan. Let's see, I have been wrong. Beverly Hills airs next week. I've just been so excited thinking that they were gonna air this week because I just want to see them finally premiere because I missed my Beverly Hills girls. So we still have the Dallas season reunion part 2, and then I'll have the second episode of New York that I can go over still this week, and I have a whole bunch of ColourPop orders coming in basically at the same time. And so I think I'm gonna actually unbox with you in a couple of days and do that one too. If you have stayed watching my video this whole time, thank you so much. Again, all the products that I have used, I'm gonna put down into the description box for you. So I hope that you will come back, you will watch me again, and just thank you so much, everybody. Bye.